You see the new Funko Pop game? Brother, of course I didn't see the new Funko Pop game. I do not like Funko Pops.
What we know about Funko Fusion Game. It's 2024, and it's been 2 years since we first heard about Funko games being made. Back in the beginning of 2022, a studio called 1010 Games announced over their Twitter that something was in the works. However, they vanished for the next half year, only to resurface and officially announce the Funko game. At the time, we had no idea what type of game it was going to be. Everyone was hoping it wouldn't be another NFT game. So what is Studio 1010? Well, you probably haven't heard of them, and that's okay because they're new. But are they really? Let's take a trip back in time. It's 2015 and you're playing this awesome LEGO Marvel's Avengers on your PS3, minding your own business. It's chill. No one there to disturb you. Well, that LEGO Marvel's Avengers game you're playing is here because of that one studio, Traveler's Tales. They are responsible for a lot of LEGO game titles and have been developing them since 2005. They were founded by John Burton, which we will come back to later. Sadly, according to Wikipedia, in 2017, the studio was accused of so-called crunch related to their NTT engine and the release of LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker saga. Essentially, they wanted to use their own engine instead of Unreal or Unity to save money on royalties, which led to employees having to do double work because they had to learn a completely new engine, which was said to be subpar back then. Well, it didn't end well, and since then, they decided to go with Unreal Engine, and the Skywalker Saga was the only game to ever use the NTT engine. Anyway, in 2019, the CEO John Burton left Travelers, and around 2021, the 1010 studio was founded by him and former TT employee, designer Arthur Parsons. So basically, 1010 Studio is TT Studio because most of the crew transitioned into the new company, which is good because they made a lot of good games before. Let's talk about LEGO Dimensions. As mentioned earlier, one of the games that TT Studio was responsible for was called LEGO Dimensions. And here's the thing, I can see a strong influence of LEGO Dimensions in the upcoming Funko Fusion Game, which isn't a bad thing because the game was pretty spot on back in the days. Sadly, the game was discontinued and died with time and no updates, but boy, they had some awesome collaborations in the beginning. Here are some of their spots that generated over millions of views back in 2015. There's even Christopher Lloyd in the vids. What will Funko Fusion look like? Well, according to 1010 Studio, the game is going to be rated T, targeting teens rather than kids. Probably that's why there's a lot of blood and kind of scary stuff, which I love. It's also going to be a first-person adventure game with, I believe, RPG elements. You will be able to customize your character as you progress through the game, as you can see on some of the older gameplay they used to post over their socials. Sounds kind of typical and cliche, but hey, there's Funko involved. So, there are a lot of licenses. And boy, there's a lot of awesome ones. Jurassic World, Back to the Future, Masters of the Universe, Jaws, Shaun of the Dead, Chucky, The Thing, Battlestar Galactica, Umbrella Academy, The Walking Dead, Invincible. So it looks like Amazon was also involved in the whole thing. Some of the cuts look amazing, not gonna lie here. From the presented gameplay, you could kind of tell there's a lot of vinyl-like details on weapons and clothing, which could lead to a conclusion they will be heavily going into cosmetics. And already the pre-order guarantees a pack with bonus outfits from The Walking Dead, so they might go this route for further monetization. Also, hear me out. Funko, a smart idea from your side would be to integrate the game into the NFT somehow. Both markets would boost each other that way. And you could add playable characters for the NFT owners, which would make old NFTs valuable. The game itself releases on September 13th for all platforms. The pre-order price is $59 for all consoles and Switch, plus there's a wish list on Steam right now. Overall, the game looks nice and promising. I really love the fact they are going for a kind of more mature audience too. Not going all the childish route, which is also kind of reflected by the franchises they chose, that are rather targeted at the 90s, 2000s kids, I would say. I would love to, and probably will play it, just to test it out. We're going to see soon what they cook. Meanwhile, subscribe and follow us on social media at PopHolmes for more updates. And of course, don't forget to check